What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Check it out. All right, guys, so today started off pretty basic, just like any other day. The only difference, and I was talking with a friend of mine last night, another fellow trader, was that today I was going to come into the day playing complete defense. Why? Number of reasons. We've noticed small caps aren't having big follow through. They're like having pop and drops or gap and fades. So I wasn't going to be too aggressive on small caps. Then we had the overall market. Let me grab this here. Just really tight range, really tight range. We had Tesla, that I've been just taking apart the last week and a half, make this new high yesterday, and then today I expected maybe an inside day, So there was a lot telling me, yesterday we saw moves like the Tesla move that I traded that was very short-lived. There was a lot telling me yesterday that today could be or would be more than likely choppy. So yesterday I said to him, I'm going to go into the day tomorrow, or today in this case, I'm going to go into it playing defense. I'm going to go into it probably not even taking a Tesla trade unless an A quality setup shows up. Point being, I'm not going to take any trades unless I consider them to be an A quality setup. So I'm going to be very selective. And I didn't take my first trade today. I don't even know. I think it was well past 10, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I was very patient off the bell, very patient throughout the early morning. And I took two trades. And out of those two trades, I have zero green. I'm red on the day. That's right. But you're going to see how I managed my risk and how I kept today an actually very manageable red day. You might even consider it a break-even type day when you look at all my green days in the past here on this little streak I've been on. So we're going to jump into those trades here. The very first thing I did this morning was I looked at my gap scan. My gap scan, had a few stocks on there. I tweeted them out. These are the trade idea scanners. Link in the description section to them with a 15% off coupon code that I have there as well. Make sure to use that so you take advantage of that. Now, I had my list, and my list consisted of AIHS, NNVC, Tesla, of course, and I did not have on my list NKLA, and NKLA was the one to trade today. That's the daily. It looks horrible, but today's a nice green day on it. This was a real nice clean red to green move. It was quicker than I would have wanted, but it was a nice clean red to green move. This little pullback here was a decent one. I was actually watching it here, but I was waiting for it to pull back a little bit deeper down here to this $46.80, $47 area, and it only made it down to $47.23 here. And I really wanted it to come down here and get closer to VWAP and this previous high. It didn't. No trade for me. Like I said, I was being extremely selective, so I missed out on this real nice push. This would have been a baller trade right there, because I would have grabbed 500 to 1,000 shares right here in front of this 47. Minimal risk, probably risking, amazing as it sounds, only $200-300 on it, and I would have picked up, a dollar and change out of it. So it would have been a real nice, trade for sure on that one. But it didn't get to my buy zone, so no buy for me. I just didn't buy it. I held tight. I spent most of the morning watching Tesla, which was extremely boring. But you know what's not boring? Is getting 2 free stocks from Webull. Link in the description section. You download the app, fund your account with $100, and you get 2 free stocks valued between $1,200 to $1,400. Then you have free trade or first trade. I never get that name right. It's down there too. You just download the app, open an account, no need to fund it, and you got 1 free stock. It's a no-brainer, guys. That's 3 free stocks. Make sure you take advantage of that. So this was extremely boring and choppy as expected. Like, I was sitting here waiting for a red to green move, and any other time I would have probably looked to have bought this candle right here when it broke over VWAP, looking for the red to green move, but not today. No trades for me on it. Even here it had me intrigued. We had an increase in volume of VWAP break and hold, and I was very intrigued, but believe it or not, no trade. And I'm happy I didn't trade, because I would have been stopped out, would have lost $200-300 easily. So no trade on that one here for me, and no trades to the short side either, because why? It's chop. Oh, I'm gonna break out. No, I'm not. If you're trading the puts here, you're losing. You're losing time value there. Oh, we're gonna break out, get stopped out. Now we're back underneath VWAP. Oh, you see, like this is nothing but a chop fest. Nothing but a chop fest. Meanwhile, mind you, the SPY was trading like an OTC straight up. Nothing but green candles all the way up there. Then look at this candle. This is just wild. So no trades for me on Tesla today. So then I was watching NIO. So I took trades on NIO, okay? And I took trades on NNVC. Well, one trade on each. Okay, one trade on each. NNVC and NIO. NNVC, believe it or not, I didn't take this trade and I watched it unfold before my very eyes. And it would have been a nice trade to have gotten in here at 940s and taken some off up here at 980 and maybe for, hold for the test of $10. But look at that nasty rejection candle. I actually got in NIO on this VWAP break because we had an increase in volume. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. This, you see right here, the cursor, the little line all the way down. This is the candle. We break over VWAP and look at the increase in volume. And I have this trade live recorded. And then I took a trade on NIO, which will go over here live recorded as well. So let me go ahead and grab that real quick here. As I do, make sure you check out the links in the description. You already know about trade ideas. You already know about the apps. But what you might not know about is my website, my own website. It's down there in the description section, hustlewithjessew.com. And you can go there. There's plenty of articles about stock trading. There's tools. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on. There's a lot of good content. It's a fresh site. I just started it last month, so it's still fairly new. There's an email sign-up list you can take advantage of as well. I'm going to build that up and start putting out a weekly watch list for everyone. So you want, definitely make sure you take advantage of that and go down there and check out the website, hustlewithjessew.com. Now, here is, I have a number of recordings here. I'm going to try to find just and I should have had these prepped already. I'm going to try to find just the actual trades I took. Is this one of them? No, this is just me watching NKLA for a pullback here. This is what I was doing all morning long. Look at this, just scanning, looking at everything. AIHSI was on my watch list too, just scanning, nothing. Like, guys, I wanted to trade, I wanted to get in there, but putting out fib levels, like I was pulling out all the stops. Look at this SPY. Look at this SPY. That's wild. NIO here. We get that break over VWAP. Still watching Tesla. NNVC. Here we go. I think maybe this is when I traded. Maybe put out some fib levels. Nothing. Oh yeah. Okay. Perfect. So there it is. Boom. I'm about to take a position here on NNVC. Why? Simple. This VWAP break didn't work. This VWAP break didn't work. Extremely bearish, honestly. This VWAP test got rejected. We finally break VWAP here, okay? And volume is starting to increase. I'm like, okay, this is the third real VWAP test. Volume is increasing. We have a good shot here. I'm going to risk about 30 cents for the shot at making, my first take profit about 70 cents and a break over $10. I'll pull out $1. I'll put out $1 share on my follow-up take profit. So it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer. It's a 1 to 2 risk reward on my first take profit with a 1 to 3 risk reward on my follow-up take profit. This is a no-brainer trade. I'll take this trade again tomorrow if I have to. So I jump in right there, just 500 shares. I'm keeping it real tight. Okay, I'm not about to risk 300 on this one because, well, not completely confident that it's going to go. So I might add. I considered adding over 950. This pivot, I considered adding over 950. But I'm in there, just 500 shares, 931 cost basis. I'm holding my stop down here at $9. And I want to see us hold VWAP. That's all I want to see. I want to see us hold VWAP. I want to see that volume continue to increase. Fast forward, it's just a tad there. Look at all that selling pressure that comes in. Look at all that red on the tape. Nothing worse than seeing that type of action. And right there, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to play with you anymore. And I stop out of the trade. And I'm glad I stopped out of the trade. I lost 30 cents. Okay. I'm glad I stopped out on the trade because that was NNVC. What happens after I sell out? After we bail before that fail? We go all the way down to make new lows. This is why we don't hold bags. Then again, look, it pops up over VWAP, rejection. It's so choppy, it's ridiculous. Then my next trade. Here, oh no, this is just continuation at NNVC. You'll see I'm not taking any trades on it, just kept on recording. So my next trade should be here, NIO, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, perfect. So now NIO, I'm super pumped about NIO here because very, very low risk trade, okay? I'm in here at 14.96 and I'm risking to 75 cents here, okay? So I'm risking 20 some odd cents, 1,000 shares, no problem, well within my risk parameter. And I'm looking for a push up to test the high a day and then a push on further. So my first take profit is roughly a 1-to-1, maybe like a 1 to 1.2 or something like that. But it's okay because I'm looking at, you know, this thing probably going to $15.75, $16. We'll pull out $1 profit here, boom, right? And it's very low risk. And this is a high probability pattern, okay? We got the VWAP, the 90 MA here to be the first crossover here. Volume is steady. I'm like, okay, let's see what this can do. And this is a higher float stock, like way higher float. If I'm not mistaken, and I was like 100 and something million shares. And I don't generally do well trading those, but like I've said in past videos, I'm not gonna just not trade them. If the setup is there, I'm gonna trade them and I'm gonna learn to trade them. Just like I learned to trade options, just like I learned to trade futures, just like I learned to trade, you know, big mid caps and large caps. I started learning to trade small cap, low float runners. And I've continuously pushed the limit of my own, you know, like trading by doing exactly this. There's a setup I would trade on a large cap. There's a trade up I would trade on a low float. I'm going to trade it here. So boom, I'm in. I know it's going to move slower, but there's so many shares. It's crazy. So many shares on the ask. We finally break over $15. Okay. And I had already taken a partial off right in front of 15 because we were just struggling so much. There was so many shares. Look at 15, 11,000, 11,000, 13,000, 19,000 at 15.10. So I'm like, I'm going to take off 500 here just to lighten up my risk. So there, boom, I saw 500 shares. And then right here in front of the high of the day, I get flat just because I saw my target was 15.20. But look at 15.20, 50,000 shares. Nah, I already had a limit order ready for 15.20. I was like, nah, I'm out of here. This thing's just going to double top and reject. That's what I thought to myself. So I sold out of the rest of it right there. Boom, book some more profit. And then, you know, continue scanning, as you see. Continuously, non-stop scanning, looking for some opportunity, looking for something to trade. Okay? I'm only read 65 bucks on the day, guys. But what did I do? I waited for my setups. Here are my gains. I lost $150 on this NNVC trade. Then I lost $34 on my first sell of NIO. Made 120 bucks basically on the last sell. Puts me down on the day 65 bucks. That's nothing. That's basically almost break even compared to my green days that I've been having since, like, I don't know, June. So I'm super happy today, even though I'm red, because I traded the plans. You know, I did exactly what I said, and this is how we excel at trading as traders, is establishing plans, establishing rules, sticking to them, and being disciplined. Tomorrow's another day, and tomorrow, guess what? I'm gonna come back in tomorrow in defense mode again, and until this market shows me that there's stuff opening up, like when Tesla was opening up, like when NKLA was opening up, like when small caps were red hot, I'm gonna be playing defense, and I'm gonna be playing smaller and tighter, and we'll continue that until, you know, the market opens up. And that's it. It's very simple, guys. This is a longevity thing. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Who cares about, you know, $30,000 days if the very next day you're down, you know, 31,000 or 29,000? That's ridiculous. Consistency wins every time. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. For me, it goes a long way. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload my next video, and I'll catch you on the next one.